Okay, so no more problems now with this setup and all, and this phone and everything. Let's get into the GrishaVerse. So this is Ashmit, and if you haven't already, go subscribe and press the like button, because if you like my videos, then do consider subscribing and liking it. Enough talk and all, comedy, everything. So let's get into the GrishaVerse with the book Shadow and Bone. So here I'm gonna talk about the book Shadow and Bone from the GrishaVerse, and this is the most amazing book because you know the reason. It's my favorite genre, and that's why we are getting started. So in this book, there is a girl named Alina Starwalk, who is like a person who is like a normal person, a boring person, everything, just like us, our muggles and all. Not talking about Harry Potter. So in this book, the Grishaverse, of course, there are Grisha and normal people who don't have powers like us. Okay, so Grisha people have like elemental magic in the hands of them. Elemental means that they have like the power of earth, fire, water, sun, everything. Okay, so they have pretty cool things like Naruto and all, and they have things like that. Okay, so this girl Alina Starbuck is a map maker, and she is like boring. Okay, so this girl is a map maker, and she one day finds out that she is a Grisha. She does not believe that at first, and that's the most amazing thing of this book. That when you think about it, uh, if you are told that you have 1 billion rupees in your pocket or something, then will you believe it? That happened to Alina, and she thought, how can I be Grisha? And she was the most powerful Grisha at the end of the book. This is a spoiler-free review, but I love to give teeny weeny spoilers that won't spoil anything for you. A tongue twister. Tongue twister. Teeny weeny spoilers which won't spoil anything for you. Teeny weeny spoilers which won't spoil it. It spoiled my tongue, of course. Okay, so when you think about it, if you are told that you have 1 billion rupees in your pocket, will you really believe that? No. And she thought that she is not Grisha, and the character development takes place in the in the middle. She is like she does not she was also not able to call her power, which every Grisha can do. That's the main reason why she thought that she's not Grisha or anything. But no more spoilers actually, because teeny weeny spoilers spoil the fun. Not scripted. Okay, so let me talk about some of the character development. How she is firstly like pathetic, pathetic. She can't even call her power, and in the end, she is the most powerful Grisha. Defeated the second most powerful Grisha. Spoilers, spoilers. Okay, so like this, and FYI, if you are a beginner, do read this book. But if you don't like big books, if you are a beginner, do read this book. But if you this book, but if you don't like big books, understand? I'm a alliteration. Big books. Okay. Right now, want more fun? Listen to this. Okay. So if you don't like big books and you are a beginner, obviously this is for beginners. But if you don't like big books, then you should definitely not read this book. And slow transitioning books, like everything is happening slowly. Although I read it in 2 days, Okay, fine. I'm cool if you say so. Okay, so this is a very slow transitioning book when how she becomes the greatest and most known Grisha. The problem of this world is that nobody believes in him or her, and that's why you should believe in yourself. I mean, if you don't, because did she know that he will become the greatest Grisha of all? This was also explained in my video, Radio Silence. Do check that out. Okay, so enough of talk. For those of you who are here, who are watching till here, I have a surprise for you. That is that you at first it might seem that the antagonists are protagonists and protagonists are antagonists. Another tongue twister, man. What is this? A cursed video? Okay. So, if you don't know the meaning of protagonist and antagonist, then protagonist is a person who is like the main character, the hero, and antagonist is the person who is like the villain. Okay, so they might appear like the person, the antagonist is the protagonist, and the protagonist is the antagonist. Think about it deeply. So this is Ashmit, and we'll catch you in the next one. And let's talk about the plot. So in this book, there is a girl named named Alina.